That reaction you just saw is the same reaction as Washington Nationals fans all over America and the world and all of the baseball nation as Max Scherzer was one strike. And I repeat, he was one strike away from a perfect game. Not a no-hitter, a perfect game. And it clipped Jose Tabata's elbow by just the slightest margin. And he lost a piece in MLB history. I couldn't believe it. I really couldn't. I was really surprised, Scherzer had what he had going for him. But, yeah, Max Scherzer, I think, is really going to keep continuing his pitching ways. And what he's doing right now is he's currently biting or being that thorn in the backside of the Detroit Tigers. And I know you're probably asking, well, where does Detroit come in the equation? Well, if you don't remember, Scherzer turned down, I don't know how much money exact he turned down, but he turned down a multi-year contract extension. He really wanted the money. He got $210 million this offseason by the Washington Nationals. And the last two outings, he had a perfect game, I think, going into either the 7th or the 8th inning in his last start at Milwaukee. Now, I know it's Milwaukee. They're one of the worst teams in baseball, but it's the size of the point. And then he throws a no-hitter against the Pittsburgh Pirates. His pitch was slight margins away from a 3-2 pitch instead of a hit by a pitch and ruining Scherzer's perfect game. The point, Max Scherzer is basically telling Detroit, yeah, I'm worth all the money that I signed in the offseason with whomever, with X team. And in this case, the X was the Washington Nationals. But, I mean, yeah, like I said before, I'm an Indians fan. I am not a National fan by any means, but I feel what Max Scherzer is going through, that he lost a piece in history, MLB history, by just a slight margin. He missed a piece of MLB history to be in the record books for a perfect game. Now he's in the record books for a no-hitter. I mean, yeah, it's a tough break, but that I guess that just happens sometimes. It wasn't Tabata's fault. Of course, Washington fans, especially those biased ones, are going to be the first ones to tell you that, oh, well, Tabata's full of shit. He did it on purpose. He leaned in so that he can get on base. Oh, it's like, well, whatever. I mean, I didn't see him lean in. I just saw the pitch hit him, and I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it because, as an Indians fan, I saw this son of a bitch at least 3-4 times a year pitch against my Cleveland Indians when he was with Detroit last year and previous years to come. Max Scherzer was absolutely brilliant against Cleveland, and that's why I'm like, thank God he left to go to the National League this offseason. But Max Scherzer's basically telling the Detroit Tigers, yeah, kiss my behind, because he's really proving Detroit that he really is worth all that money. So let's see what Detroit does now, because they have another free agent in David Price. You keep him, or do you let him walk like you let Scherzer walk? That's up to you, Detroit, because you missed out on a great piece of Max Scherzer. So you do what you want with David Price. We'll see how that goes. We'll see exactly how that goes.